If you're clicking on this video, you probably want to go into business for yourself. You want to control your own destiny. Be the entrepreneur you've always dreamed of. This is why I created this video. This is a simple checklist that I have used for my own business to help me become official, become legal, and to operate and to earn money the way I want to. I provided this checklist to help you get into business for yourself. And this is another way where we at RSA Deasil Advisors help you hack the system.
Where the cash at, Uncle Money?
My name's Randall Avery, owner of RSA Deasil Advisors, a wealth management firm serving clients in the Atlanta metro area and across the United States. Today, we're going to talk about how to go into business for yourself. I get this question all the time. How did I start my own business? And people want to go into business for themselves. They want to have the tax write-off benefits. They want to provide a service to society to move the world forward, or just make a lot of money. But before we go into that, I have 3 things I want you to think about and to do before you start your business. I like to call it RSA Deasil Advisors words of wisdom before you go into business for yourself. The first thing is to write a business plan. There are 2 schools of thought. One school of thought says that a business plan is pointless. Everything that you write down on your business plan will probably not work out. Now, there's another school of thought that says a business plan helps you organize your ideas. I'm more in the second column because I believe that if you're able to organize your thoughts and ideas, you can do 2 things. You can communicate your business to prospects, customers, connections even better. And also you know where to tweak and where you went wrong with the original assumptions. So the first thing I would say is create a business plan. The second thing I would recommend is actually service your ideal customers. There is no substitute for in-game reps. Looking across from your customer saying, I have a product or service that I think will benefit you, making that transaction happen. Before you go into business for yourself, please do this type of procedure. And you may think, well, Randall, I'm trying to go into business. Why not just take care of those other things before I start selling to customers? I believe that the feedback that you'll receive from actually doing the work, because you can daydream and imagine this is how it will be to go into business. But once you're in it, once you're in the day-to-day grind, I think you make better decisions once you officially go out on your own. So this is important. Try to service your client. Now, if you can't do this for money, ideally you want to do this for the market rate for your product or service. But if you can't do that, try to service your clients for free. And tell them, pay me by giving me actual feedback on how to improve my product and or my service. That way you'll be leaps and bounds ahead when you go out on your own. The third thing I recommend is to meet with individuals that are in your industry. They say before you do anything new, try to have 100 cups of coffee with different individuals. What does that mean? That means reaching out to a complete stranger that is in your industry or a warm connection, somebody that you already know. Sit down with them, whether it's over a cup of coffee, whether it's over lunch, even it could be a Zoom call or a phone call. Tell them what you're thinking about doing. Allow them, and this is key word, allow them to provide you with feedback on how to actually improve your products. Some of the ideas they'll provide are good. Some of them won't be as good. Take and pick and cherry pick the things that they say that will help you improve your business. This will give you a practitioner's advice on how to operate your business, and that cannot be undervalued. And you'll be thankful that you did that. And you'll also be thankful that you wrote out a business plan, so when you talk to them, you don't sound like you're reaching pie in the sky. You've actually thought through what you want your business to look like. Those are my 3 items, words of wisdom before you actually go into business. Now that you've done those 3 things, it's time to get official. And below, we'll talk about my checklist on how you go into business for yourself and make yourself official. I hope my list saves you time so you don't have to waste hours I spend researching everything. Keep in mind, every entrepreneur's journey is different, but I hope my list can be a tool for you to launch your new business. These instructions are more relevant if you're located in the state of Georgia, but I'm sure most states have a similar process. I'm also assuming that you want to be a single member LLC, which means that you will be the only employee within your company. There are 14 steps that I want you to do. It sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. But if you follow these steps in order, I think you'll be so thankful you took these steps. Now, just because you've done these tasks does not mean you can't change them in the future. But if you think through and go through these steps chronologically, it will reduce, I would like to call, a lot of the backtracking, revisiting other steps. So follow with me now and enjoy that you are starting your own business and that you are going to be the master of your own destiny. All right? Item number 1, decide what address you'd like to use for your business. You may think, why is that the first thing? Because there are a lot of applications, things you have to fill out on forms that require you to put down a business address. So you need to decide where is going to be your physical location, where you're going to be working day in and day out, and also where you want mail to go. These 2 decisions are important, and if you figure that out early, it will save you a lot of time and headache. It is annoying to have to adjust your business address after you filled out these forms and applications. The second thing I want you to do is decide what's your business name. I believe a rose by any other name still smells as sweet, so don't waste too much time on this business name, but make sure that business name means something to you and also means something to your customers, your competitors. That's why you have those 100 cups of coffee. You bounce your business name idea off these professionals so they can give you feedback and what you should look out for given that business name. After you've decided your business name, check to see what is available to you as far as getting a URL name or www.yourbusinessname.com. There's a lot of different things you can do with your www.com that you can adjust so that it suits your business name. But make sure there aren't any competitors. You can do this by doing a Google search, searching on Facebook, and make sure there is not somebody in your industry that have that same exact name, because that can confuse your customers and your vendors. And you want to have a clean business name that you can have that is yours. Number 3 is get your LLC. In the detailed notes below, I have a video that can show you how to get your LLC in the state of Georgia. An LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. What that does is create a veil, a separation between your personal assets and your business assets. And it's important to separate those two because if you get in trouble, if you find yourself in a liability, a litigious situation, that veil will help protect your personal assets. Number 4 is get your tax EIN number. Your tax EIN number or your employer identification number. This is a number that is very similar to your personal Social Security number. It's going to help you open up bank accounts. It's also going to be requested on a lot of different applications. So having your tax EIN number is a great step to moving forward on your entrepreneurship journey. Number 5 is having your articles of incorporation. This document details how you operate, how you're actually structured, who's the owner, who's the participants, remember where you're operating in as far as your address, why that's so important. So having this article of operations document in place is important. And I've also provided details and descriptions on how to create your articles of incorporation. Number 6, and this is a big one, this is opening up your bank account. You may think, I already have a personal bank account. Why can't I just receive payments there? But remember, we started an LLC, a limited liability company. We want to create that separation, that veil between your business and personal life. And also, if you have a business account, you come off just a little bit more official. When you give this information to your vendors, to your customers to pay for, it gives that air of, okay, this is serious and this individual is official. Number 7. Apply for the various licenses and permit. When you have your business address, your LLC, your bank account, you can apply for these licenses and permits, and you can be able to fill out most of the information on there. In a lot of different industries, you need a license or a permit to operate. So make sure you do your research. And in the description below, I have some tools and advice when it comes to applying for permits and licenses. Number 8, register for the EFTP website for the federal government. This is what you'll use to pay your quarterly taxes. If you own your own business, you're expected to make estimated tax payments. And this is the website that you'll use to make those payments. So make sure you're already registered. When it comes to time to pay taxes, it'll be nice to have this done and checked off the box. Now, also, With number 9, you have to register to pay your state taxes. In the description below, I provided links on how you can pay for your federal taxes and the state taxes and how you log on to these various items. Number 10, find a really good accountant to help organize your finances. The things we discussed above, your accountant can definitely help you out with. And also verify that you've done those correctly. And they'll probably help you with step number 11, which is have a accounting program, something similar to QuickBooks. In the description below, we have a link to QuickBooks. Number 12 is understand your Schedule C. As a single member LLC, when you file for taxes, you'll probably fill out something called a Schedule C. It's an IRS form. And on that Schedule C, it have different buckets of deductible expenses. Understand those expenses and how that applies to you and your business. That will really help you out. And number 13, protect yourself with business insurance. A lot of things can happen. Making sure that you have the necessary liability protection. Remember, separating your personal from your business, but making sure your business has some type of security to protect itself is important. Last but not least, understand how you will get paid. A lot of businesses, they start off with consumer payment processors like Cash App. They move up to things like PayPal, but there's things like Square. Maybe you need a swipe payment processor. Payment processing has different fees and different strategies. So understanding how you'll get paid, how you receive money. Maybe you receive checks from vendors, customers, or businesses. Understanding how you get paid and how that money ends up in your business bank account is so important. Let's recap the 14 steps for you to start a business. Number 1, decide what your business address is. Where will you be operating and where you want your mail to go? Number 2, what is your business name and what is going to be your website URL? Make sure you lock that down. Number 3, get your LLC. 4, get your tax EIN number. 5, create your articles of incorporation, and that will help you with number 6, open up a bank account. Number 7, apply for the necessary license and permits that operate your business. Number 8, register for the EFTP website. This is where you're going to pay your quarter estimated taxes and pay your taxes after you filed your tax return. Number 9, register with the state of Georgia to pay your taxes. And number 10, find an accountant that can organize your whole financial situation. And they'll probably recommend number 11, which is register for an accounting program like QuickBooks. Number 11, understand your Schedule C and how that is applies to your business. And number 13, protect yourself. Things happen all the time. Make sure you have the necessary liability protection. And number 14, decide how you'll get paid. Is it with Cash App? Will it be with PayPal? Understand what type of payment processing service that you need to start your own business. If you're able to do the steps above, you should feel really official about your business. You should be excited and ready to go. But this is just the first step. Now the real work begins. Now it's time to go out into business and be the change that you want to be in this world. Provide your product and services. Make all the money you want to make. But I hope the steps above help you move along on your entrepreneurship journey. If you like videos like this, please click the subscribe button. If you want more videos like this on your feed, click the like button. And this is another way where we at RSA Deasil Advisors help you hack the system. And as always, do what you love and love what you do.
I appreciate the info, Uncle Money.